4 minutes of waiting. Ugh, this Juice guy is such a horrible streamer for making us wait for his mid-content. I mean, he's just riffing off of other creators anyway. He's so late to the party talking about Switch 2 stuff. What's even the point? I don't get it. Dude should just stick to doing DDLC content. Hey everyone, grab yourself a snack and a drink and relax. Get ready. Hey! You look nice today. What's going on, my friends? I am in the darkness today. I'm a Kingdom Hearts nobody. I'm part of Organization 13. I'm wearing my Nintendo Switch 2 hype under this, but I got cold. It's cold out today. Alright, so... this is what you get now. How is everyone's day? Do I work for Nintendo? No, but I figured it's a big day. It's a big day. I had to celebrate with the red Nintendo, baby. I'm doing fine. I'm just crashing right now. Don't have as much energy as I want, but you know. You heard that guitaring is harder than angrying today. Boy, if I knew what you meant. Boy, if only I knew what you were talking about. Alright, so... are people upset? People are upset about some stuff. I wish I knew what I meant, that's fair. Happy they're releasing GameCube online. All right, so before we get into work, or while we get into work, let's talk about this Direct and all the news that followed it. All right. Wake up, Juice. Wake up. I have some tea going with some hot water going. Gonna have a nice decaf green tea to work with after. It would be nice if I could just like completely forget about my sleep schedule and then just like start having caffeine in the middle of the day and at night, and then just work through everything and then not go to work tomorrow and then suffer like 2 days later and their circadian rhythm punches me in the face. Hey, what's up, Remen? Why am I black? That's fucked up and racist. That's crazy for you to ask. I'm wearing red under this, but I got cold. This is my hoodie for everything. This is my pump hoodie. This is my work hoodie. I need more of this hoodie so this doesn't smell like work, which internally probably sets off like stress hormones in my brain. You wish you could get a decent night's sleep? Tonight is going to be the night you get a decent night's sleep, Crystal. Tonight's going to be the night. Alright, so Nintendo Switch 2. So let me just start off by saying I'm pretty happy with the system itself. The Direct was an hour long. There were a few announcements that came out after that, and then news kind of broke on Twitter X, and the news app, I think, and blah 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 blah. Well, we'll talk about that, Redman. We'll talk about that. So, have I seen the UI? Yeah, it's the same thing as the Switch 1 UI, which is very simple. I wish that they would give us themes, please. Colors, anything, something. No, there were a lot of problems with that, with the live stream, Eli. Generally, you're happy with it, happy with some games, neutral about other games. Overall, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. That's fair. Oh, my water's going off. 1 second, that was really fast. All right, we back. But okay, so details about the Switch 2. It opened up with Mario Kart World. So I don't think anyone guessed that the next Mario Kart was going to essentially be an open world Burnout Paradise style Mario Kart. Honestly, that's hype. That's a cool Mario Kart. I don't even have 8 Deluxe. I didn't even have 8. I just played it a lot with friends. My first apartment, my roommate had 8, and I played it a bunch. And I really enjoyed it, but I didn't get to experience all the new Mario Kart stuff. I don't even know when I'll get to play any of these games, by the way, because my lifestyle it's not like it's going to change by the time the Switch 2 comes out. It's mostly going to be work and stuff. I don't get to celebrate as much as I'd like to. But I'm still hyped for today. I'm still got that kid in me, especially today when big stuff like this happens. Makes me hype. Hey, Inspired Things. I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a good day, buddy. Welcome into the stream. You're happy for the people that are happy. So, let's see. So Mario Kart World looks sick, at least to me. I really think the new mechanics with the rail grinding and the bouncing off walls and stuff is cool. Mario Kart is just... it's always gonna be a classic. Excuse the yawns. You know what time it is for me. It's 5 o'clock p.m. You know, this is, it's 4:30 in the mornings when I wake up. Why are you emo all of a sudden? Is it cold over there? I'm emo literally all the time, just said you guy. I am the emo boy. Kappa's going to bed? No bed, no sleepy time for you, only sleepy time for me. Cut my life into pieces, this is the last direct. Yes, they do have outfits in Mario Kart now, which is very sick. Decidu guy, nope, you're not allowed to sleep yet. Sorry, you have to listen to me yap first. Suffocation, no Zelda, Zelda. I like Peach's. She had a specific outfit that I really liked. I don't remember it now. Maybe I'll go over it later. But of my tenor voice, you hear my tenor voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's my tenor. No, that is not soprano. Soprano is much higher. Adventure Time songs? I don't know the first thing about Adventure Time, other than I've seen the characters. Mariah Carey. Yeah, they do call me that. They called me that back in the day. The truest falsetto. Falsetto is... Nah. That's falsetto. Nah. Yeah, I am Nicki Minaj. I missed that stream. Playing that horror game and then someone randomly asked me if I was Nicki Minaj. Like, of course I'm Nicki Minaj. Yeah, we're talking about that now, Breadman. We're talking about how I feel about the Nintendo Direct. The big boy. So we just went over Mario Kart World, which I thought was cool. I like it. We kind of knew that was going to happen because they showed off Mario Kart already, so everyone scratched that one off their bingo card. The next thing they showed was the Switch 2 hardware itself, I believe. So they went over the Joy-Cons, they went over how it was magnetic, we knew that. They went over the fact that it has a bigger screen. And that's cool. And I think it was 6.7, now it's 7.9 or something. Oh yeah, game chat. I forgot about game chat. Game chat's cool. I think Nintendo is taking good steps here. I mean, the whole game chat thing and sharing the video and being able to talk and putting yourself in the games kind of goes a step above, like, the other consoles, right? I mean, I know you have, like, some screen sharing stuff. I know you can stream from some of the consoles, but I don't think they have an interweb as strong as the game chat, right? Like an interconnected system. The UI literally does look like Discord for it, though. Xbox has Discord. Well, yeah, I mean, in it of itself, though, champ. Parental controls is a good thing for it. And then the actual screens that you get to look at are like 10 FPS at like 1440p, 140p quality, so that's pretty bad, but it's fine. The Kinect used to put you in the game. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think any system right now has what the Switch 2 has. I think this is kind of an all-in-one deal, which is good. I mean, you couldn't even send messages to each other on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we have this now instead of it through an app, that's good. That's good. Now, also keep in mind, a lot of people don't have capture cards. So for me, I can stream any game I want on my Switch through my capture card, and you guys can watch it at full quality, right? 99% of the people who are buying a Switch 2 or a Switch don't have a capture card. They don't have the money to buy a $200, $100 to $200 external device, you know? So that's cool. Nintendo's kind of like catching up there, taking good steps. And then yeah, after that we're going over the Switch itself, the Switch 2 itself. So, well, Pokemon ZA will run at 10 FPS on the Switch 1. Just kidding, but the trailers for Z, I mean, maybe you don't care about that. That's something that I care about. I don't like it when the highest grossing media franchise of all time puts out, like, games that can't run. When Monolith Soft puts out Xenoblade Chronicles X, and it runs better. And Zelda can put out Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But at least ZA will run at a stable frame rate on the Switch too. A lot of Pokemon fans don't really care about that kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm getting robbed. Like, I feel like Game Freak and Nintendo have to pay. I just... Also, hello, Sunny. Welcome. Will I play Marvel Rivals if it gets on Switch? I have no interest, but maybe. But yeah, I feel like I've gotten robbed by Pokemon since, like, Gen 5. Maybe Gen 6. I'm stuck with the atrocities. The atrocities the Game Freak gives us. Yeah. Well, hey, at least you can play FF7 on your Switch. But anyway. Continuing on. Game chat's cool. I think a lot of people will use it. If they don't, if they feel like sharing their screen because they don't have capture cards, which is most people. And just having the option at all is cool. And you could probably just easily turn it off. Like, you don't have to listen to people in Splatoon if you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm not going to want to. Unless I'm, like, with people that I know. But if I'm going to do that anyway, I'm personally probably going to be on Discord. But that's because I have a capture card. Yapping. Indeed, indeed. What's up? Vroom, vroom, vroom. Vroom. Yeah, started soon, Jody. In order for you to finish SA2, what you have to do is play the game and not play Marvel Rivals, which might be very difficult for you. It really seems like you're addicted to looking at Venom twerking. You might want to go see a specialist. The intrusive thoughts are so back. I mean, of course, Discord runs better. It's what Discord is made for. But Discord isn't running the game at the same time. You're not playing Mario Kart 9 and have 4 streams up and it's running well. And depending on your computer, you can't even do that anyway. So, it's a pretty good system. It's not bad. People overreact over, like, the littlest things. But all things considered, it's cool. But to get on to the rest of the specs, 7.9 inch screen is cool. I still don't like the bezel. The OLED looks better to me, the actual screen, because it doesn't have as thick of a bezel. Hey, I am. Lord sends us hellos. Yes, I was just at his stream reacting to his reaction. They went with LCD again, probably for the price. Obviously the OCD. Hello? Am I on the therapy session? Yes, it's the same girth. The Switch 1 and the Switch 2 is the same girth, but the OLED screen with the very small bezel on the Switch OLED looked better. There might be a Switch 2 OLED version eventually, but, like, I'm not buying a Switch 2 and then buying an OLED. Unless it's like we have one and then we want to buy a second one later down the line. You know? Like Vanna over here. We just get one Switch 2, and then later we're like, alright, let's get a second Switch 2. This one's gonna be the OLED 2 years later. It's fine. It's just an OCD screen. It's an OCPD screen. Don't worry about it. I know you want to control. I know you want to control it. The word girth makes me very uncomfortable. My parents aren't home tomorrow. I'll try to stream one stream. Awesome. Do it out. You're perfectly comfortable with your cake. Thank you. Yeah, same. Same. Never change. Anyway. What was I talking about? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Oh yeah, the screen. Bigger screen, good. Thickness, alright, fine, cool. Whatever. 2 USB-C ports, that's cool. The fact that they have a LAN port, finally. Great. I always, on my Switch, because I played a lot of Smash online and training people and hosting arenas and stuff for my streams, I used to have to get an adapter that I had since the Nintendo Wii. I was using the same adapter that I had from the Wii to plug in the LAN for my Switch. Now it's just built in, so that's a plus. 1080p screen, up to 120 FPS. Completely shocked me. Not the 1080p part, but the fact that the screen itself is 120p. Great stuff. Great stuff. Docked mode, 4K support. Great stuff. There were some leaks out, or some rumors out there saying, oh, it might not be 4K. There it is. 4K. Yeah, but the 120 FPS shocked me more than the 4K. Yeah, it is crazy. It's good. It is good. That is just legitimately good. I have no complaints about that. Good going, Nintendo. And 4K, great. I don't have monitors that can take advantage of 4K, but when I eventually upgrade to 4K, that's great. 4K and 120 FPS is good. It's just how they're gonna run it. Well, if they say that something is going to be, like, for example, when they went over Metroid Prime 4, they said 4K 60 or 1080p 120, so it seems like they're pretty confident in that. The fact that they have 4K 60 and 120 for 1080p is good. Now, if, you know, hopefully it's consistent. I don't know if it's going to be that's the case on games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because those are bigger games that have to render more on the screen than Metroid Prime 4, which is more like... It seems like Metroid Prime 4 is more controlled than what you have on the screen. Making good games is more important than specs, but you can see how many issues the Switch had at the end of its life cycle. Good night, Decidu Guy. Have a wonderful night, buddy. Making good games is more important than specs, sure. But you can make better games with better specs. Like, I would have liked to play Breath of the Wild at 60 FPS and Tears of the Kingdom without it dropping down to 15 FPS in certain areas. And at better resolutions. You know? But yeah, let's keep going. So overall, the actual system itself, mouse capabilities, very huge. You know, they showed Civ 7. Any game, any PC game that, like, prioritizes a mouse can now be brought over to it. I don't know if it's going to be still the preferred method or the preferred way to play those games. It's probably still going to be on PC. But the fact that, like, maybe Sims comes to it and you're using the mouse now, that's cool, you know? Think about it like that. There's lots of games that were PC only before can now be ported to the Switch 2 and stuff like that. So that's great for Nintendo, right? And great for people who are into those kinds of games that want to do it while they're traveling or whatever. A Sims like with Mies? Yeah, I knew I was gonna say Sims and Siri's gonna come up. Siri could be boxing, right? Siri could be at boxing class, and I could say Sims, and then Siri is suddenly here. You're gonna have aftermarket stuff that might fill the gaps there too. Yeah, true. True. We have mouse capabilities. I think the HD Rumble is back, but they didn't talk about it. It seemed like in that tech demo game. By the way, that tech demo game, you shouldn't be paying for that. No way. That should just be a pack-in. Come on. That should just be a pack-in. That's dumb. Because, like, I wanted to play it so I can... Like, I loved Astro's Playroom. I want to get Astrobot. I don't think it's going to be as in-depth as that one, which is an actual platformer where you're going through the world and it feels like more like a game. This one literally, it looks like it's a tutorial with a few games and secrets in it. How much money is it going to be? Like, I don't want to pay for that. Come on, dude. Like, let me support you. Make it free. I'll make it free and I will, like, sing its praises. I'll talk about how cool it is. That's dumb, though. I'm not paying for that. You know what I mean? $599 US. It's weird. I think you guys owe me 600,000, so I mean, I guess I can afford it. But yeah, it's very silly that we have to pay for that one. Moving on. I'll get into the pricing stuff at the end. But, alright, so they showed off... What was it after this? Partner shit? Right? The first partner showcase. And you got Elden Ring on there, Tarnished Edition. So, Elden Ring didn't look like it was running super awesome. I mean, I could go back. I don't really know. Because I was working and like half watching it at the same time. Well, I mean, I don't think you're gonna get like the PS5 fidelity on it or something like that, but yeah, the third-party support is crazy. Elden Ring on Switch is surprising, but it was also like expected. And after I saw the 4K docked and the 120 FPS screen and everything. I was like, all right, I guess there's some power to this thing. Oh, is that the PS6 hyper? Is that the PS6 E3? I mean PS6, PS3. PS6 E3. Those two things can't exist in the same timeline at the same time. The PS3 was $600, Jody. When it got announced at E3. E3 isn't around anymore. They just got rid of it during COVID, pretty much. I'll get my walking stick. Yeah, it was $600. It's like the equivalent of $950 after inflation. So, imagine the Switch 2 is $950. But anyway, yeah, we have the partner showcase. Elden Ring was a big one, so that's great. Bravely Default. I literally thought for the first like 10 frames of this, I was like, FF9? I saw Square Enix and I was like, Square Enix, FF9? So for those of you who don't know, it's Final Fantasy IX's 25th anniversary. Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorite games of all time. And yeah, 25th anniversary. They made a new logo for it. They made a website for it. There's been an FF9 remake in that's been rumored since this NVIDIA leak, and every single other game on that leak has come true. There's a bunch of supposed FF9 things that are coming out, different figurines and plushes and everything like that. So there's an FF14 new expansion that's coming out that heavily references Final Fantasy IX. So Final Fantasy IX Remake is a thing that's coming, and I'm very excited for it because I know they're not going to pull an FF7 remake and have this in 3 parts. This is going to be a more faithful 1-part thing, I would assume. And I think it's going to be pretty faithful to the original type of game that the PS1 games were, where you have the overworld that you're going around, and, you know, I think that's what it's going to be. I don't know, though. Anyway, it wasn't Final Fantasy IX. It was Bravely Default HD, which is cool. I haven't played Bravely yet. But, yeah. I can't remember what else is at the partner showcase. Borderlands 4. I think that was the second one. I don't know, but there was some good stuff. Oh yeah, Tony Hawk. Some sports games. Silk Song? Was that in the first one? I'm going in chronological. Dusk Bloods, yeah, that was at closer to the end. Tony Hawk was the only thing, the one thing you actually kind of got excited for. Wow, really? Out of all the games that were shown today? I didn't even see Silk Song when I was watching it. I must have, like, blinked. I looked away for 2 seconds and I didn't see it. But it's good that it was confirmed that it's still happening, essentially. Yeah, I blinked and missed. I mean, to be fair, I was literally at work. So. But yeah, so Switch 2 hardware, awesome. Good stuff. And then after the first partner showcase, what did we have? I don't even remember. What did they talk about after the first partner showcase, guys? Yeah, I think that 007 thing was the same thing they showed before, too. Oh, yeah, Zelda. Yeah, so this made me hype. Oh, yeah, no, they talk about the exclusive stuff. Maybe this was before the partner showcase? I don't know. Let me talk about this first. They talked about the Switch 2 edition games. They said compatible Switch games can play on the Switch 2, whatever that means. Hopefully, almost all of them are compatible. They said there's Switch 2 exclusive games, and then there's Switch 2 edition games, which they just add stuff to old Switch games, and you'll have to pay more. You can upgrade, or you can buy those Switch 2 edition games. Oh, it's just Labo? I see. That's fair. Some of them are free if you own them. Are we confirmed on that? I know Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are if you have an online membership and you own them. Right? Oh yeah, the GameCube library. So, yeah, this was exciting. I only have the base tier for online, but I'll probably upgrade it if I can do, like, a family edition thing and split it. With Vanna over here. But, yeah, this was cool. This made me excited. You know? I remember I saw the GameCube logo. I was, like, driving, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah! I popped off. Same thing with the Zelda game. I was super happy to see. Anything Zelda makes me happy. So the new Warriors game, hype, sort of. I really enjoyed Age of Calamity. I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience. I enjoyed the regular Hyrule Warriors itself. So hopefully we get good performance for this Warriors game. I don't really care about the timeline stuff because I already know that it's like, it is what it is when it comes to this. But then the GameCube stuff, they showed 3 titles off that are coming with launch, which is Wind Waker, looks good. They talked about Soul Calibur 2, and they talked about F-Zero GX, which is awesome. I just realized I only put up 2 fingers when I should have put up 3. I can't count. 4. So there was those 3, and I never had GX, so that's cool. I played GX once at Games Done Quick. They had an arcade cab for GX, arcade edition, and I played it there, like on the actual, in the car, and that was fun. Yes, I did see they give you an additional save file. We don't know what exactly the upgrade is for the resolution and frame rate. They just said better frame rate and resolution, but we don't know what that is. Like, is it going to be consistently 1080p 60, 4K 60, or what? We don't know. I know that this system heavily uses NVIDIA AI upscaling and everything else. I mean, they're using NVIDIA AI for their noise suppression and for the green screening. Same kind of stuff that Discord uses. 60 FPS 4K. Maybe they'd have different versions of it. Who is my main? Oh, in Soul Calibur. I have not played it. But yeah, so that's cool. Upgrade stuff is cool. I think the upgrades are what, $10 if you already own the game, right? I'm assuming they're not going to make you pay more than that. Yeah, but do those upgrades disappear if you lose your online membership? There's no way, unless if it's Nintendo. Juice Jockey, another hilarious stuff. They're hilarious one. So GameCube stuff is cool. They showed off more games being there, like Coliseum. I don't know if that's gonna, like, integrate with any games that you can play, like Ruby and Sapphire, if they're bringing that to the Game Boy Advance or what. I don't think you could possibly do that because you don't have 2 apps open at once, so never mind. I don't think that'll work. They showed Sunshine coming, so that's cool. They didn't show Twilight Princess, but I assume that's on purpose and it's probably coming later or something. I don't know. I assume those are going to trickle in very slowly. The best part about this, though, and no one's talking about it, is the fact that you can now actually map the controls. Jesus Christ. The fact that you couldn't map the controls on these sucked. At least now, I mean, hopefully, whatever controller you're using, I can go into the N64 one and not play Super Mario 64 and Star Fox 64 with whacked out control schemes because you can't set them unless you buy the exclusive $70 limited time controller to plug into your Switch 2. You know, that's cool. Finally, that's the best part of that. I mean, yeah, I wanted GameCube there, but and it's about time it's finally here. But damn, that's almost more exciting. Kendrick, yep. Kendrick Lamar, baby. My favorite of all time metal artist. They will bring back games like Melee too, probably, yeah. I don't know why they never had Wind Waker HD for the Switch. Yeah, it makes me question if they're gonna bring Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD to the Switch too. Because, like, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get announcements throughout summer. but it's still weird. I mean, I have my Wii U, so I can play them whenever, which is great. I'm glad I kept my Wii U. But, yeah, it's strange. And now that Wind Waker is there, it makes me wonder, are we gonna have it or what? Oh, Animal Crossing populate. That does remind me. Yeah, I wonder if the original Animal Crossing will be there. So we did technically get a new Zelda with the Warriors game. But okay, so after this stuff, that's all cool. We got game sharing. Game sharing is cool. Good stuff. Great on ya, Nintendo. Now let's get into the other partner showcase. My feeling is that they're rushing to get the hardware out with no competition before the holiday season, then releasing more games later in the season. I mean, most stuff is coming out. Stuff that they've announced is coming out in the summer. No, we're talking about the Kirby Air Ride isn't until the end. We're going in chronological order here. The Vor's Remnant is stacking up? What? Vor, huh? Nothing wrong with Vor. But anyway, there's a lot wrong with Vor. But, you know, I'm not here to shame you. All right? If you're into inflation and you're into Vor in video games, then that's fine. You know? Just, you know, maybe don't talk to me. No, just kidding. Why did I go on to this conversation? Why did you make me do this? I don't want to talk about this. This is your fault, chat. It was making me talk about weird things. Weird things. Wearing my Nintendo shirt. You guys are gonna get me banned off YouTube. Baby, don't eat me. Don't eat me no more. Final Fantasy VII. Great. This was a given. It's just a red shirt. It's Nintendo, damn it. I'm wearing it to celebrate the Switch. That's why it's red. Nintendo logo is red and white. This is red and I'm white. Well, I'm Italian, you know. That's why I put it on, but then I got cold. We are Nintendo. You cannot beat us. Is that right? Yes, because I'm cold. I'm wearing my hoodie now. Yes, I'm just a corporate shill. Good. Nintendo, please, where are you? Can you... Nintendo, please, money? Money, please. Blue shirts, Sega. Gray shirts, Sony. Green shirts, Xbox. Yes, so Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade specifically coming to the Switch 2 is cool because that is the upgraded version where you could play in 60 FPS and it has the DDLC the DDLC included. You know that side story in Final Fantasy VII. You know the one, right? Where Cloud goes to the literature club. I can't get it out of my head. I'll never beat the allegations. Cloud gently opens the door. No! You know, that's how the Monica and Sephiroth relationship started. Play F. This is the best advertisement I can do for Final Fantasy VII Remake on my stream to DDLC fans. All right, Square. This is the best I got. Epic moment. Oh my gosh. Juice, I'm scared. Oh, why? What happened to make you Escardo? Escardo is scared in Espanole. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade coming was kind of... I was thinking just the regular version, but the fact that it's the 60 FPS upgraded version, that's great. That gives me some good faith. Guys, play it, but please play the original Final Fantasy VII first. Remake, great, fun game. Combat system is excellent. Enjoy the characters, etc., etc. I love it. They also at the end said that look forward to more updates about the remake trilogy on the console. So that makes me think that Rebirth is coming in some way. Españole. Español. Español. Espanol. Is that good? You're still working through watching it? Play the goddamn game. Hyperplay the game. Hyperplay the game. That goes for all of you, not just Hyper. Queso. Moving on. I don't remember anything else in that second partner showcase other than Borderlands 4. Yeah, they teach us in Spanish class to say queso. So that's how I thought it was pronounced. And they literally say queso in all the commercials. Oh, here's Taco Bell's new queso. So I was taught literally to I was like, oh, it's pronounced queso. But it's queso. Queso. But anyway. Yes, Deltarune. Yes, that was there. Deltarune did surprise me. Oh, yesterday I literally looked at the Undertale. Your mom would not have appreciated that. Yeah, that's what they taught me in Spanish class. That's what and you have to admit, even in commercials and stuff, they say, oh, you know, new hot queso. Come to Chili's for our queso. You know what I mean? Like, they don't say queso in the commercials. So it just further perpetuates the pronunciation. Because they're advertising it to Americans, and they're just gonna... which, this is how we were taught. And then, unless they want to start freaking calling it queso and advertising it as such, you know, why do they call it queso? Just say cheese at that point. Yeah, but why do they do it? Why do they do it to us? You know what I'm saying? Why do they set us up for this? It's messed up, man. Gonna make me look like a fool in front of all the Latinas. Like, what if Shadow the Hedgehog goes up to... he finally meets a Latina that he really likes. And he's like, oh my god, have you tried the queso? And she's like... and then walks away. Probacito. And walks away. You know what I'm saying? Am I funny yet? Alright. Yeah, Deltarune, I checked, I looked at their Twitter X yesterday and saw they hadn't updated anything, but the fact that they dropped chapters 3 and 4, I mean, it has been quite a while. So it's cool that they dropped it, and it got a lot of visibility, right? I mean, this direct had 1.5 million views. Literally, the second you said queso, yeah, you did have to correct me. And I was like, no, it's called queso. Why do they call it queso and everything? I literally just saw a commercial and they called it queso. What do you mean it's not queso? It's queso? It's queso? Then I was like, oh, they just teach us wrong. That's cool. That's good. That'll really help us out. Yeah, Toby Fox decided to feed some families. And that's another launch title, Deltarune 3 and 4. So the only launch titles with this thing are the paid thing that you have, yeah, the thing you have to pay for, the Mario Kart World, and upgrades, enhancements. Not even, are all the enhancements gonna be at launch? I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, they could reveal more. I don't know if they're gonna reveal more for launch, though. The thing you have to pay for. You know what I meant! The thing that should have been a pack-in deal. Guys. Girls. Non-binaries. There will be more. We have the treehouse stuff going where they're gonna go into the enhancements in other games, so that's gonna be cool. I guess we'll see if it's 4K 60 or 1080p 120 for the Zelda titles. But they're not going to announce stuff at the tree houses, I don't think. They almost never do. I think there'll be a direct in June with the system launch. Non-binary. Nya-nya. Nya-nya. Yeah, the GPS upgrade's cool. I'm not trying to find every single last Korok with an online guide. Now I can do it with a official app. You know? They have new Zelda journal entries, so that's interesting. That gives us, I guess, a reason to get back into it a little bit. A little bit. I kind of want to do a complete replay of Breath of the Wild. You know? But, I want to build a treehouse in the woods. That would be cool. That would be cool. Just don't push your sister, okay? Don't do that. It's gonna lead to bad endings, alright? Bad endings. This partner showcase ended with good times to do Zelda shorts also. Good thing I'm not doing them, because we already decided against them. Yippee! I don't have any of them lined up. I don't have a sister to push. This was an Omori reference. I am. So it ended with the FromSoft game. What was it? Siri? I didn't know what the heck this was. I didn't know what the heck the From Software game was. I know it's a whole new game. Duskbloods, yeah. It looked cool. That's an exclusive From Software game for the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo was like, you know what, FromSoft, we're gonna give you $10 million, and you're gonna make this because we saw how Elden Ring did. And they were like, alright. I thought it could have been Castlevania at first. I was like, what are they doing with Castlevania? What's going on here? But I was like, I didn't recognize enough about it for it to be Castlevania. And that was cool. It looked cool. I don't know if I'll play it. I might. But it looked cool. The next game after that was Kirby Air Ride. I hated this trailer because I was like, there's no way they're... Like, my expectations for Smash were like 0. Right? And I don't even know what they're going to do with Smash next. Because... Okay, I don't mean to say I hate... I'm not being serious. Just listen. Hear me out. I didn't hate the trailer. I hated that the trailer tricked me because my Smash brain is like, it's World of Light. Kirby is still traveling through World of... Is this like a sequel? Or are they bring... You know what I'm saying? But then I saw it was Kirby Air Ride, and I was like, oh, cool. Vanna's going to be super happy about this. I did not grow up with Kirby Air Ride. I've played it a few times. I played City Trial with friends. We played it at a Christmas party one time at my house. I just never grew up with it, so anytime I play with everyone else who has grown up with it, I just get my ass kicked every time. But I really like the concept of it, and I'm excited to see how this turns out, and I hope I like it. I'm definitely going to play it. So, that'll be cool. So that made me happy, and I guess the one thing that it was like, well, I guess if that's the game that Sakurai has been working on this whole time, that leaves out Kid Icarus as a possibility, and also Sakurai does not have as big of a role in Smash if there's one being developed. I don't know if they're going to do a Switch 2 enhancement for Smash, or if they're going to start developing an entire other one. So, yeah. But it looks cool. Happy for Kirby Air Riders. There's no way Sakurai has one more in him for Smash. Makes sense to have Ultimate 2 if you ask me. I feel like doing an enhancement and then just adding another pass of characters and adding in the rest of the stages that you missed would be cool, but also you have to get the licenses for all the other characters again and blah blah blah. So I wasn't sure if they're going to do that or if they're just going to do a reboot. And Bandai Namco is probably going to be the developer for it, but like not having Sakurai there, I wonder who's going to take up the mantle of the person who's running the show, and who's going to put that much detail into every single character again. Force me to play City Trial with you. It's not going to take much forcing. I just need to play Kirby in general. I kind of want to get the I wanted to get the Forgotten City, Kirby in the Forgotten City, whatever it's called, on the Switch. I just never got it. So maybe this will be a good opportunity for me to get the Switch 2 version of it with the added bonus content. I do want to play the classic Kirby's though, you know, just to say I did. Forgotten Land, yeah. What did I say? The city? He's the Forgotten City of Providence. Oh, sorry, my leg was itchy, and then I went to go scratch it like a freaking weirdo. I'm going to have 3 kids because I'm pregnant. Yes, I did. I mean, I didn't really remember the name of Forgotten Land anyway, so I guess I just defaulted to City. Yeah, and then Donkey Kong. So I was thinking they were going to have a 3D Mario, because it's been literally since 2017 since they last showed off a 3D Mario stuff. Yeah, I want to play Dreamland. But, dude, you know what? I never had the Donkey Kong Country 3D or whatever it is on N64 because I didn't have the expansion pack. I do now, but I haven't played it yet. Dude, that 3D... It's been that long since a full 3D Mario, like, Odyssey, Siri. It's been nearly 10 years. Yeah, no, that DK game looked good. That looked sick, and that interested me. I mean, you had a Super Mario 3D World Bowser's Fury, but I think the old heads were popping off. Yeah. And I haven't even played Donkey Kong Country yet, and that's something I wanted to do on the stream, but then I had to switch over to writing shorts. I still want to play Donkey Kong Country on stream, guys. I want to play 1, 2, and 3. The only Donkey Kong game I've ever played, Vanna, was the original Donkey Kong. That's it. But I do want to get into it. I wanted to get into the... I mean, it just looks like a fun 2D platform in general, but this 3D platformer looks sick. It looks sick. You can dig underground and shit. You can blow up the environments. It goes It has that little 2D section for the platforming. You dig DK's new look? I like them both. I don't feel any which way about it because I'm not really attached to the character. I think it looks good. As long as Seth Rogen isn't voicing the character. You want to blow up the environment? I thought you were vegan. Being vegan and being an environmentalist are two different things. Those are two different things. But yes, generally they do coincide. Anyway, I am going to blow up the virtual environment in Donkey Kong. Because he's an angry boy. He's so angry. He throws his barrels. He blows up the mountains. Yes, don't bring Seth Rogen into... Literally, I watched the Mario movie, and anytime I heard Seth Rogen's, like, laugh coming out of Donkey Kong, I was just like, stop. Stop it. Get out of here. No offense to you, Seth Rogen. I can't do it with the laugh coming out of the... Like, the classic Seth Rogen laugh coming out of the Donkey Kong. I was like, no. No, I don't want it. Seth Rogen is the dude from a lot of stuff. I don't know if he's in Superbad. I don't know movies. I don't know anything. But man, yeah, so overall, great direct, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised with what the Switch 2 has to offer. Now, they didn't show us a price. Okay, Remen. Why don't we go ahead? Can someone cut that and paste it into the Discord so that we have it for the out of context Discord, please? I mean, that's just... You were asking for it with that one. Don't, like... You have no excuse. This was a purposeful... You played yourself. You're sounding like me now. Come to the stream so much, you're starting to sound like me. Yeah, you do. You do own it, and you will... I also have access to it, you forget. I'm literally logged into it now. It's the only way I have access to any Twitter X stuff on PC. I don't even have the app or an account. Hold on, before I talk about the pricing stuff, I forgot my tea again. Because we're talking about all the hot tea today. Alright, I do have to pee as well. But I have my tea. Are we still on Venom? Are we still talking about Venom stuff? Don't blame me, it's Venom's cheap. You need to be cleansed. Now, all I have to do is stay with Mita. Yeah. Just stay with Mita. Don't sit Siza for an hour and then try to get up and go to the bathroom. What's Siza? Frieza? Frieza from the hit television series of Dragon Ball? This is coming from the guy who wrote Emperor Sephiroth. That was not me. That was one of the people inside of me who talk to me and tell me to do funny things. Sit on your heels, feet lying on the floor. Oh, I see. Ooh, one of the people inside of me. Yes. Cloud happens to be one of them. Weren't we just talking about pegging yesterday in Discord randomly? What was that all about? Anyway, let's talk about the pricing stuff. So they didn't give us a price of the Switch 2 at the actual Direct. And I was at work, so I wasn't looking at everything. But I'm just going to give you guys the information that I saw from what you guys were posting in the Discord and what Craftus was posting in our little local friend Discord. You should be, Brett. Cuts off circulation to your lower legs. Well, I kind of do that anyway. That's kind of what I do for fun. Alright, so the Switch is... I was guessing it was going to be between $400 and $450. It's $450. So after seeing everything it has to offer for the hardware, that's not bad. That's not a bad price for everything that you get. Like, on the actual hardware side. The 4K dock, the 120p screen, and everything like that. I mean, obviously, I would like a lower price. I would like if it was an OLED for $450. But $450, that wasn't out of... Like, if it was $500, I would be like, alright, this isn't a PS5. I know it's portable. But, you know, the price isn't bad. Why is it $100 more outside of Japan? Yeah, okay, so Japan has their own exclusive version of it that's $330. And for us, it's $450. In Japan, they'll be subsidizing if they run out of the Japan-only stock with the multilingual version, because it can be exported to other countries. And that one's $460. Yeah, the Japan-only one is region-locked. Pretty sure we can jailbreak it, though. Just saying. But it's gonna cost for you to, you know, export it from Japan anyway. And Nintendo is gonna take the stream down now, for me even saying that. I don't know why it's $450 worldwide and $330 internal, other than the fact that it costs money to export stuff, and also there are taxes. I mean, I know in the US we could easily blame it on tariffs, right? But I mean, that's not the case worldwide, right? It's the same price in Canada, it's the same price in other places. It's $450. So, well, I mean, jailbreaking it to break the region lock would be the #1 purpose that I was just saying. I completely forgot my stream got taken down. I remember that. Could also be national subsidies. Yeah, that's true. It could be national subsidies. Like they're actually paid by Japan to like keep it cheap there or something. I don't... Maybe. It's for the multilingual one is the $450 one, which is where it is everywhere else. It's multilingual, but in Japan they have a region locked one that's Japan only for $100 cheaper. Is what it is. Either way, $450 isn't a bad price. I would still like it that much more if it was an OLED. Be like, all right, yeah, that's a good price for sure. I feel like I'm getting a deal if it's $450. How much is the not multilingual one? The not multilingual one in Japan only is $330. But the multilingual one in Japan is $450, the same price as all of ours. And they're only using that to subsidize if they run out of stock of the Japan only one, of the region locked. From what we know. OLED is going to be $500. Yeah, I wish that the default one was OLED, you know, for $450. I would feel like I'm getting a steal at that point. I still can't even afford this thing at launch. I'll have to wait a couple of months or something. Possibly. I don't think there's ever been that big of a price difference between shipping the different systems. Like, was the Wii U $100 more expensive in America than it was in Japan? I don't think so. Oh, it means quickly set in German. That's good to know. I did not know that. The price of the Switch itself, all right, $450. Not super surprising. Not a bad price. Not a perfect price. Not like the golden what we would like, you know, start popping off for. But $450, all right, that's within the realm of our expectations. Now let's talk about the games. Let's talk about the games, and let's talk about how expensive the accessories are. The accessories were pretty expensive. Let me see if I can pull up Nintendo of America's website and see if they have this stuff on here. Check out the presentation. I forgot Moldon was here. How could I? Yes, let's see what's new with the Switch 2, shall we? Do they have anything on here? Learn more about this game. Website looks neat. Okay. Playing 4K. What is VRR? Where can we find the accessories to buy? How to buy? Accessories. The Pro Controller is $80. Okay, I think the current Pro Controller is what, $70 or $80? This Pro Controller is cool. HD Rumble 2, that's what they're calling it? HD Rumble 2. Built-in amiibo functionality, cool. Motion controls, capture button, game chat, audio jack. The GL and GR button, so this is, they're taking from 8-Bit Do's concepts with their Pro Controller, which I wanted an 8-Bit Do Pro Controller. Because you can completely remap that to do everything, and it's gripped on the back. But this one has the specific capture and everything. I'm sure 8-Bit Do will make their own version of this. It's completely mappable. $90. Honestly, weren't the regular Joy-Cons $80? Current Pro is $60. Yeah, so this is $20 more expensive. That's quite a bit. At $90 for the Joy-Cons. I think the current ones are $70, which are still pretty expensive. We still haven't gotten like any other colors or anything for these. But $90 is pretty expensive. I mean, they do have more functionality with the mouse and everything else. I really hope they don't still have drift. They probably do. Charging grip, cool. I like it. Wait, it charges it. Yeah. Strap, I never used these. Joy-Con wheels, $20 for a set of 2. Okay. I mean, it's a piece of plastic, but it's an official piece of plastic. 20 bucks isn't bad. This is $50. Can you use any camera, though? Can I plug in my own webcam, or what? The fact that we don't know that kind of sucks, because it's pushing more people to buy this. Whoa. I don't know if I'll ever use this. Like, I want to think that I will, but just like with my lifestyle, I don't think that I will. It's cool that it exists. And the dock is 110. That's a little pricey. Carrying case, I'll probably get a custom one. Oh, I like this. It's $80! It's a cute case, but damn. Who do you think you are, $80? Should be like $40. And $30? I have my own USB-C bricks. Well, it's for an extra dock. I mean, it's a good-looking case, don't get me wrong. It looks very, very premier, very, prestigious. Look like they have the little art for where things go. That's cute. I like it. $80 is expensive. Whoa, wait, the Pro has a white top there. The Pro has a white top there. Does it come in multiple colors? Because the Pro up here doesn't have... Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm going to pee. Got excited for a second. I thought I discovered something. I have to mute my mic while I pee because you guys are little freaks, and I know that you'll get really excited. Okay, I'm back. Clapping. So, and yeah, so now you have to use this Express SD card for extra storage, which we're probably going to need because the 256 gigabytes, as much as that sounds good for the regular Switch, for the Switch 2 and like 4K games, and third-party stuff, especially like Final Fantasy VII remake integrates like 100 gigabytes. Like that's half of your shit taken up immediately. So you're gonna need you're gonna need extra storage. I don't even like you're gonna need one for this. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be expensive too. The base storage isn't enough for this. Right. It's better, but I don't think it's better in the context of the games that are going to be on it. I think it's actually... It's the same. Because you have to think about the fact that the games are bigger. You know? Yeah, $100 Joy-Cons is a little bit much, but... I never, ever bought a second pair of Joy-Cons already because they were literally $70 or $80. And I was like, I'm not buying another pair of Joy-Cons. That's too expensive. I'm not buying it because it has pretty colors as much as I want to. I can't afford it. It's too expensive for something that just looks good on it. I can't do it. I cannot justify that purchase. Okay, now let's talk about the games. Fake. All right. Let's learn more about Mario Kart. This game... Okay, I like this outfit. Love the bow. This game looks great. I'm sorry. Mario Kart Battle Royale. Okay. So this game is $80. All right, so what are these? Like, what are the stars? I'm not signed in. So can you guys give me a source on the physical versus digital before I start talking about this? Diabolical things with the cameras, probably. It's only in Europe as far as I'm aware. Do we know that, though? Why would it only be in Europe? I saw that people were talking about it being... Oh, look, it's 7.
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの
Yamaguchi
山口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開。
I like how this is like a video player inside of Nintendo's website specifically. Silk Song, there it is. People were posting tweets about like that it was confirmed that it was $10 more in the US too. If it's not, that's great. Europe still shouldn't be screwed over like that, though. Okay. Improved frame rates and resolution. They don't seem confident about this, because here they're like, hey, look. Full this and blah, 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 blah. How come they're not talking about that here? They're just like... I wonder if they'll talk about it at the treehouse or what. Full HD, 1080p. Hey, Kratos. Like, look at this. Quality mode. Run. Like, they have this ready. But they don't with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. It's just like nebulous. Improved frame rates and resolution. That tells me it's not consistent, but I don't know. Maybe prove me wrong, please. Oh, I hope it's good too, Kratos. Well, this is the same thing they said on the in the direct. But of course they do. Of course they want traffic toward their website. The games look great. But okay. So the games are $80 now, so don't let the fact that even if the physical games aren't $90, don't let the fact that we're paying $80 for games pass you by. And the fact that we're paying $10 for the upgrades or whatever. I mean, some of them are free with the online, which is good. DK Bonanza is 70 though. Is that confirmed? Because on the website, I didn't see it said that, right? Learn more. Does it say it here? Forgotten Land is 80. What? Nothing is happening here when I click learn more. What? About this game. It's just a video. Yeah, that's broken. Are these pictures real? Like, where are they coming from? We've had, like, multiple people say that the games are $10 more physically in America. And we've had pictures of Donkey Kong being $70, pictures of this being $80, and blah, 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 but, like, what is this? Okay. $80 for the Switch 2 edition of Tears of the Kingdom. $80 for the Super Mario... So all the upgrade... No, the Breath of the Wild one's $70. Mario Kart World's $80. Donkey Kong Bonanza's $70. Forgotten Land Switch edition's $80. Street Fighter 6, $60. Ugh. What website is this from? Because I don't see those listings anywhere. I mean, if you... Let's see. Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. I want to see it for myself here. There's 2. But there's no, like... There's no Switch 2 filter. Let's see. Games. They don't show up here. Coming soon. Where's that? Where's that? Oh, right here. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch. Nope. I don't know if that's real. Because nothing is popping up here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it doesn't even have it in related or anything. I don't know. If the games are not $10 more for physical, that is how it should be. Like, maybe digital games should be a little bit cheaper than physical, but you shouldn't have to pay more than the standard price for physical. You know what I'm saying? I should not have to pay $90 to own my video game. And I like actually having the physical copy, not only because I like having it, but also like if I want to resell it later, I can. Like, let me see how much Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Deluxe Edition goes for right now. On eBay, it's $150. $150, $150, $130, $155. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I bought that deluxe edition for $100. But it also comes with physical goodies. Like, it comes with an art book and some other stuff. The fact that, like, having an actual physical cartridge that if I wanted to, I could sell it to a friend or do whatever. Like, that is literally more valuable. So I understand it if it was the default, and that if digital, which is technically less valuable, was like $5 cheaper. Or something. Just getting a license. Partially, yeah, but even still with what I just said, unless all Nintendo games become that key card thing, where it's a one-time use, which would still be fucking stupid, because if you got a second Switch, or if you have no use for the game anymore, you can't do anything with it. Like, what happens if you just stop playing video games? Like, what, that game is now useless because it had a one-time use with the key? You can't give this to anyone? Then it's a piece of trash. That's dumb. But I am hoping, I'm hoping that's not the case. Yeah, but I mean, they have the emulation stuff for that now, Eli. It's still not as robust as Wii Shop channel. But the fact that we have save states and whatever else they want to add to the titles is cool. I hope it's not the inevitable future. It is still technically more valuable if it's not a game key card. It is still technically more valuable to have a physical copy and never use it than the digital version. because even if it is a one-time use, I guess technically it'll gain value over time, especially as the eShop and everything else goes down. Game keys are only... Yeah, I know, I was saying that. I'm still buying physical, I'll just buy less. I can already barely afford the games at $60 and $70. I mean, think about what $60 and $70 is. And now you're telling me $80, and definitely don't even start to get up to $90 and $100 for physical games, please. Don't give me the tax to own the games. That's stupid. Gonna be probably $80 Kirby Air Riders. How these old games may end up becoming lost media? Well, no, not really. There's an entire library of... There's a games archive that you can go through. Now, if Nintendo and these other websites decides they want to take that down, then yeah, that shit better be backed up on legitimate, like, hard drives. I know, they're cheaper in Japan, but so is the Switch. I was talking about it earlier. It was $330 in Japan with their Japan exclusive Switch 2 that we should buy from them and then jailbreak so we can not be region locked. In Europe, it's looking that way, Vanna. It's looking that way. I really hope it's not $10 extra to own the physical case in America, because I'm still gonna do it. No, I don't think it's because of the tariffs, because the games are the prices worldwide. Same thing with the Switch 2. It's $450 in Canada. Trump has nothing to do with that. I don't think that would set the standard for worldwide outside of Japan. Probably something else. If it was just the US, I would be like, alright. But yeah, it's not. I've been talking for an hour and 40 minutes about this, and I haven't even started writing. That was a lot to go over. I guess I'm gonna finish this Lucas short tomorrow. What's happening here is we just finished up talking about the Switch 2. And now I'm just looking at this page. That was a lot of yapping. That was a lot of yapping. Overall, I'm happy with legitimately everything except for the game prices. The two mother fans that got pinged for this. Yeah, there was no Mother 3 HD 2D remake partnered with Square Enix. I'm so disappointed. Thank you, AM. Yeah, but not... But look, Craftus, that would only be the case if it was the same price everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Japan, for example, like it would have to be in comparison to the Japanese version, not just to the US version. Yeah, it is Hyper. I'm sure the new Rhythm Heaven will be on Switch too. Yes. I'm pretty sure everything that they've already... I mean, first of all Switch games... Well, most of them, almost all of them, should be compatible on the Switch too. But... Why, you want to pay an extra $20? How much is the normal Switch in the US right now? $300. 300 buccaronis. And in the Japan, it's $250. So it's $50 cheaper in Japan. I wonder if games are any cheaper. Let's get this. I've had enough. I want to send an email. I want to chat with people on my Alarmo. On my Nintendo sound clock. Oh, I'm sure they will follow the trend. I'm sure they will, Craftus. I'm gonna buy 10 of these.
This is Nintendo Sound Clock Alarmo, an interactive
Alarmo
that's out of the ordinary. Let's see what it's
It starts screaming at you.
With Alarmo.
Ah!
Oh, do you hear that?
Set this 3 hours behind, then you'll have my alarm.
But Alarmo doesn't just play music to start your day. That's right. It responds to your body's movement with game sounds.
Wow.
Like here, with the sound of coins from Super Mario Odyssey.
I will throw this thing across the room and break it if it starts putting out coin sounds. I was just like, get this away from me. Moldorm alarm would be great. Has anyone here ever set someone screaming something as an alarm sound? I have not. Ring-a-ding, it's me, Mario. Wake up, it's time to give me your daily soul count. Oh yeah, I mean, the Switch could handle KH1 and 2 ports though. I mean, we know that KH4 is gonna come to Switch 2 then. Hopefully the Kingdom Hearts games get native ports. Hopefully the collection gets a port or something. Instead of the cloud versions. This is where the Days remake is coming. The Days remake. I think Rebirth will definitely find its way into Switch 2 later because Hamaguchi literally said at the end of the thing that actually I'll go to it. He was like, "Look forward to more updates on the Final Fantasy VII trilogy on Switch 2." So that just, I mean, what other update could they give? They're taking it off. Imagine they're just like, Yeah, the Days remake is coming. They're actually they're doing a pixel art remake of Chain of Memories, and they're getting rid of Rechain. They're adding the final boss from Rechain into the pixel art version. Yeah, that'd be great. They're also adding Star Fox onto the Switch 2 finally. Why was there no Star Fox? There better be a Star Fox game on this goddamn system. Miyamoto, please. They're also adding, from Kingdom Hearts, specifically. No! Not Star Fox Adventures 2. I mean, Star Fox Adventures might come to the GameCube thing, though. It'll come out on NSO. No, you're done waiting. You're playing it in Dave's house on the CRT. You don't need save states for Star Fox Adventure. All right? Star Fox Squared. I'll take care, Mitsuki. Sleep well. Where's the Square? Where's Square Enix? Square Enix. But yeah, they're also adding Sora into Star Fox, so I can shoot him with my R-wing. Just kidding. I love Sora. I do love him. He's a good boy. Where the heck? Yeah, right here.
ご期待ください。
Please look forward to more updates on the Final Fantasy VII Remake project for Switch 2. So that's speaking about the trilogy. So I assume Rebirth is coming. I'm not gonna shoot Sora unless he... Imagine they don't. Yeah, the update that they're giving us is that they're taking it off. They're like, this is a limited time offer, and if you want it, you're gonna have to buy 14 Tifa Lockhart candles off of the Square Enix website to get a code for the special Switch 2 edition to get it back on the Switch 2. And enough people do that, and they buy their NFT, their new NFT that they're getting, then only then can you play Rebirth on the Switch 2. Yeah, it'll probably... Crisis Core will probably get a wumpy. Probably will. Bit tired during the day, but it's worth it for the stream. Well, you know what? I'm happy that the stream makes you happy. It makes me happy that you show up, you know, and you're here in your chat. I appreciate your presence, buddy. Brett always understands, AM. Alright, this Lucas short is happening tomorrow. It's not happening today. 12 minutes left. That's fine. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core is a prequel to Final Fantasy VII as part of the Final Fantasy VII compilation project that came out in the mid-2000s. 12-minute power session. We'll just lock in tomorrow, finish this, and start another one. We managed to finish 2 this week. Chicken jockey. Well, we did finish this one. So I guess that's 3. Once we finish the Lucas one. It was a good break. You didn't react to the mother mention in a special way. Let's see. Lies. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get the Mother 3 remake. We didn't get, even though Mother 3 doesn't need a remake at all. We didn't get the Final Fantasy IX remake. I'm expecting Final Fantasy IX remake news this year, though. You did get the Juice Direct. You got the Juice thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. Final Fantasy IX remake this year, and it'll probably come on the Switch too. It'll probably be on the Switch too, and I'm really hyped for that. Mother 3, anything... Just emulate the goddamn game. I mean, for those of you who are waiting to play Mother 3 until it comes to the Switch 2 or the Switch or something, it's just not gonna happen. The same style they used to advertise the series with. Well, they used to do, like, claymation stuff for Mother 1 and 2, but not for Mother 3. But... I mean, Mother 3 doesn't even need a remake. It's literally perfect the way it is. There are a couple sections in it where it's like a little nebulous as to like what you do. Oh, I cried at the fan-made trailer. I mean, if we got a Mother 3 remake in that style, I'd be ecstatic. But we don't need one. That clay style was Advertised in Mother 1 and Mother 2, but not for Mother 3. Mother 64? Yeah. Speaking of Mother 64. Here he is. Look at this. Mother 64 on the Nintendo Disc 64 DD. This what you want? Is this what you want? I mean, maybe. Maybe it would get a remake if they bring it to the West. They could just put it on the GBA thing and then it's good. You have the translation. It's there. It's ready. Just use it. Hey, Ace. I do not remember the Nintendo Power issue about that. I would have been very young. I did have Nintendo Power. You know, I actually sent Nintendo a couple letters. One of them... That's Lucas Fana. You don't recognize him? You don't like him? There he is. Oh, the family? Flint, Lucas, Klaus, and Boney. That's gotta be Lucas. Vanna played one chapter of Mother 3. So she's gonna restart. But right now, she's just started Final Fantasy VII. It has 50 characters and no Diddy Kong. It has a penguin and a snowman. Wait, where do you see all the characters? Play the latest games, goon. I have to pee again. But we're doing pretty good today. I'm just going to speak collectively. I think we're eating. We're upset about pricing. We know we're not going to buy every game that comes out because we're not made of money. Not that I did that anyway, but we are eating. I don't think she's good. No, enjoy FF7 on your own. Don't don't play it once a week on your streams. Sent it in the Discord. All right, let's see. What is the bird thing? Get the spiky dude. A golf ball? Oh no, that's the snowman. Crab. I mean, they might do more characters. This is really funny though. I like all the little guys. Like the little guys are my favorite. I'm still gonna play as Peach, but if I ever deviate from Peach, it's gonna be one of the little guys. Probably gonna be the snowman. The cow is great too. And you got the sunshine representation. Here, I'll open this so you guys see it. Hold on. You got snowman, you got cow. You got Zubat. You got some sunshine. You got Penguin from Super Mario 64. I mean, you got some little guys. You got Goomba. You got some little guys here. Crab is great. You saw Rosa and Things Awakened in You. Alright, buddy. It's just Rosa, you know? I mean, does she have any cool new outfits? Yeah, hold up. Which version of Rosalina are we talking? Alright, well, what are the new outfits? We could be on the same team here. I'm gonna go on this online and it's just gonna be all cows. Gonna be cow race. Saw her in a biker outfit. That's cool. Is that Cappy? But as like an orb? Is that a Pokeball? This picture is very cool, honestly. Moo Moo. I want to race with baby Moldarm. Moo. 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 Man. Oh yeah, we got a wheelchair basketball too. I forgot about that. That's pretty sick. Hey, look, it's you guys. Concurrent viewers 14, but 12 likes. Like the stream. We're just about to end and raid Fred, who is finishing or playing the pacifist route in Undertale. Whoa! My favorite Mario Kart track? I don't even know. You guys answer that one. I don't know. I have to pee again. 1 second. All right. Yeah, online city trial. That's going to be pretty crazy. I wonder if they're going to recreate the same map. It'd be awesome if they do multiple maps, you know? I always felt like the map was, like, pretty small. The Kirby trailer was literally a fake out for us Smash fans on purpose from Sakurai as a troll, and I know it was. And I know it was. I mean, they're not gonna do a Kirby area and not do city trials, right? Like they're not gonna not do city trials. It was absolutely intentional. That sneaky bastard. You suck at Smash? Honestly, me too at this point. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I'm better than 95% of players, but I suck. 95% of casual players. Or like the entire player base. But I would still say that I suck. You're gonna get to play as Magalore? I don't know what that means. I suck, but I can still cook all of you with Kirby. Well, the only people here in chat right now who would wipe me out would be Craftus. Because he's literally a professional Smash player. I bought you a damn plug. Oh, that's right. That dude. And then Remen, who's actually also good at the game. So we would go back and forth. And then, like, if I try hard or he tries hard, then... You know, either one of us would win. I don't think Siri's in the chat right now. what Siri also plays. All right. Well, that being said, let's raid Mr. Friedrich, okay? I don't even have land for my Switch right now. The disrespect is crazy. Hey, Dare. Welcome in. We're actually just about to end stream and raid my buddy, but we'll be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST again, okay? So set that notification so I can see you tomorrow. No, I don't want to fight against Sora and Sonic. After barely playing throughout all of 2024 and 2025 back, I will win like 2 games the entire night against Craftus. But hey, my Sora will wipe the rest of you. So I'm okay with that. My Sora will wipe the rest of y'all clean. I play, for those of you who are interested, I main Cloud and Sephiroth in the game. But Sephiroth's a hard character to play and keep up with. And other than that, I play Fox and Lucas. I mean, I can play any sword character pretty much, or most of the characters in the game. But I'm not out here maining like Min or something. You're statistically a top 10 sword in the world. I like playing as young Link, or all the Links, really. But yeah, no, Craftus is a top player. I was once like a high-level player. At one point in time. Now I'm all washed up. I was washed up when I quit Smash 4. Because I didn't have the time for it. And then ever since then, it's been like just keeping up enough with what's going on. I can teach people the game. I'm still at the point where, you know, I can't play casually with people because they'll get mad at me and bored because I'm just winning the entire time. But like, if I go to a tournament, I'm not doing super hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't practice the game. I've played like 3 times in the last year and a half, unfortunately. But it'll always be a part of me. Like once you start playing Smash competitively, like you can't not. You're not gonna ever fully get away from it. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to. It's just the fact that I'm not as good as I know I could be if it was just the thing I did. If all my streams were Smash instead, then, you know, that's a different story. I go to all the tournaments like I used to, where I'm actually trying to get better. But I would go to a tournament, I would get upset because it's like, damn, I'm not doing good because I'm doing everything else. So I don't have time, and that's why I quit, because I would just get actually legitimately upset. Like it would not help my depressive states. So I was like, this is not healthy. But anyway, it's called you like the Green Goblin mask. Like, I'm good enough to do decent at some tournaments. Like, what was the last one I went to, Craftus, at URI? Why me and Craftus? You will see me and Craftus play Smash at some point. I guarantee you. But do you just want to see me get my ass kicked? I would have to level up for it to be an entertaining show. I will win a couple games, but that is literally how our matches always go. You could always go back and watch me the Twitch VODs of me teaching people how to play Cloud and Sephiroth and Lucas. I mean, you can... I mean, there's also Dave who plays and still goes to tournaments here and there. It's funny because in the Rhode Island scene, I used to know literally everyone. I was there so much. And I was one of the top players in the state. Even when I went to, like, other states, I was known in New England for playing. Just as retired as me at this point, but maybe not for as long. Lucas is your alt. He's a ton of fun to use. PK Freeze. Oh, PK Freeze is great if you can get it off. It's a great move. You suck at games like Rainbow Six Siege. I've never played it. I see. But, yeah, now if I go to tournaments in Mass and Rhode Island, I don't know anyone. I don't know what's going on. Yes. It's a great way to show off to your girly by getting smacked in the face a million times by Sora 0 to death combos that you can't get out of. Give me a good old RPG with a decent storyline and I'm thriving. Play Final Fantasy VII, baby! It's time! It's time for you, Ace! At least watch me smack, like, some other people or go even with people first. To try to catch up with Craftus would mean I would have to just, like, sit here and actually sweat. I would have to sit at, like, Smash would have to be my thing. But, alright, let's raid Mr. Friedrich, shall we? Let's give him some love. What should the raid message be? Something Undertale related. He's doing the Asgore fight right now. He's about to. Yeah, it's not quite the right game. Oh, I'm so hungry, guys, right now. I'm so excited for my tofu. See you later, Ace. We're just about to raid Lord Wolfgang here, my buddy. I'm just trying to think of a raid message. Flowey, such a cute flower. True. All right, such a cute flower. This is the raid message. Okay. All right, let's do it. When I end the stream, just click go now on the raid and just spam that in his chat and give him some love. All right, my friends. Tomorrow we'll finish up the Lucas short. I promise this time. Not Chicken Jockey. Nope. Wrong. Overall, Switch 2. Cool. Prices on games. Ugh. Switch 2. Cool. Prices on games. Looking forward to new games and more information? Yeah. Prices on the games? Good night, Brad. Thanks for coming. All right. Take your medication if you haven't already. Stay hydrated. Go eat if you haven't already. Do your stretches. And hey, you look nice today. Hey, you look nice today. Hey, you look nice today. Sorry, the first, it didn't work for me. All right, Jamers. Let's go give some love. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. Until then, have a wonderful night or else.